Okay, so I woke up this morning and I honestly feel like I just have a lot to say and I have a lot to share with. Yes, I do have a therapy guy that I talk to, but he's only available certain times of the week and usually once a week. And I think in my head, it's really crucial for me to feel like I can share. And if it's the dumbest thing in the world that I do is share on my Instagram my thoughts, if it's dumb, so be it, because I honestly feel like it helps me. Like 3 years ago, I used to do AA meetings. I was never able to miss any meetings. Most of the girls would choose their meetings, and sometimes they go and sometimes they wouldn't. But the way my dad made it for me, I had to go no matter what. I couldn't miss any meetings, and I couldn't even choose the meetings I went to. So it felt forced. So I haven't been back in a really long time. Number one, because when you're forced to do something, it's kind of like, you kind of don't want to go back there and do it, but I secretly did like going. I liked hearing the people's stories, but the problem was I had hours and hours of week where I just sat there in silence. They were always like, do you want to speak? Do you want to speak? And I never got up to speak because I perform and stuff, but my heart, I'm very introverted and shy. If you told me to get a microphone and get up and talk, I would literally probably crawl in a hole and cry. So, I obviously have a lot going on in my brain of just like being in a recluse and being shy and not being able to open up. So this morning I woke up and honestly, I just had a couple of things I wanted to say. So I'm showing two pictures right now. I'm reflecting back, probably this is a month ago, at me in my gym in my garage. I literally have to force myself to get the hell out of my head and breathe and literally look at my hands, close them together and look up and say, okay, am I praying right now? And it's like my hands just kind of do it for me. I don't even have to think about it. I'm like, what am I doing? Are my hands trying to tell me something? And my husband believes in universal power. There's a higher power we can connect to. I was born Baptist and my mother is Catholic, and I've practiced Judaism when I was younger. I actually had a rabbi come and visit me a couple of times a month when I went through a huge breakup a really long time ago because I needed help spiritually. He'd visit me on tours and things, and it did really help me out. But when I got married, it all stopped. I had children, and my whole focus was on my children, of course. I loved it, though. They were my world, my focus, my everything. I believed, honestly, the huge fact of just a miracle, the fact that a body and a woman could produce such a miracle, that in of itself was my belief and my purpose. So for 4 years, actually, people forgot. I used to have my kids way more than Kevin. People only actually